Hello you guys, Fishing Sage here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a pretty special episode. It is the 300 subscribers, episode 2. Finally, right? I am so thankful that you guys have stayed with me together from the beginning all the way up till here, and now we used to have 2 subscribers, now we have 300. There's actually 300 of us now. So I'm really excited to be making this episode, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Please comment below if there's anything that you would like to say or a shout out that you would like to give, but this is really fun making this video. So thank you for joining me today, and always remember to catch that dinner. Alright guys, we are actually going to do something really interesting for our 300 subscribers video. We are going to not only salvage a rod that I found in the garbage can. This rod that you see here, we actually found this in the trash can at Almaden Lake. So somebody had just thrown this away. So what we're going to do is try to revive this rod. Change the lines, of course, make sure the gear is working, put some grease back in it, and see if this rod will work. If it does, then we are going to salvage this and use it together with the lure that we will be making. But we are actually going to make a lure out of these. That is just bark used for gardening. So I'm going to be turning one of those into a lure that we can actually use for fish. Now, I was inspired by Marlin Baits. He actually makes his own lure to catch fish. So I'm going to try that out today to see if we can make a lure for an outstanding fishing experience for our 300 subscribers. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Reviving a rod, or refurbishing a rod that I found in the trash can, and also making a lure and using that combination, both the rod and the lure itself, to catch some fish. Let's do it, you guys. Come along with me, catch that dinner. Alright, so I am ready to make the lure. We selected a couple of bark from the ground, and these are what I have. They're thick enough, so I think they'll do the job. So I grabbed 3 because I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess up on a couple. So let's see how we do. We'll just be using these nail polish, all of these colors. And the steel that we're going to be using is the galvanized steel wire, so that it will not rust even if it is underwater. This is duct tape that's kind of reflective, so we're going to be using that. And this is the black permanent marker that I'm going to use to color the bait with. And this just about covers all of the tools we're going to use. And so hopefully everything works out. If it looks ugly, it's my first lure I'm making, guys. It's not going to be anything like Marlin Baits, of course. He is a master. He is so good. But at least we will have our 300 subscriber video done and ready so that we can catch some fish with it. Let's do this. It's gonna work great. Guys, remind me to get a better saw before attempting this. So the other end, I'm gonna try to carve this to see if that's a bit easier. Oh, it is easier. What? Carving this wood is actually easier than sawing through it. Alright, I think I can use this to my advantage. We're going to try and only carve just a little bit and follow the shape of the wood to turn it into something that looks like a fish. I think carving this is way easier than sawing through it because my saw pretty much sucks. So I am going to be carving our 300 subscribers homemade lure. We're not sawing it, we're not making it, we are carving it. And then we'll go from there. Close enough is good enough for us here at Fishing Sage. As long as it catches fish. As long as it catches fish. Alright guys, so the lure is pretty much done. I've had to follow the graining of the bark to try to make it into a lure. Let's color this. Remember guys, we are imitating marlin baits. I hope that doesn't fall into the copyright infringement. I don't know if I can even mention him. Do I need his permission to mention him? I don't know. He's pretty famous, so he probably won't even see this video. So we'll just go ahead and go with it. So yeah, I'm coloring it black. Yeah, this is looking like a crazy lure, you guys. Oh, there we go. That has some ink. Great. This is already looking like a crazy lure, you guys. I like it. Score it. It's not centered, guys. I'm a beginner at this, okay? It's not centered, but it's okay. The lure is still going to work, I think. Okay, you guys, so the wood is already kind of breaking off at like the corners, so I'm actually afraid to cut this completely in half. So I'm chickening out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to keep some of the core in there and just wrap the wire around it, making sure that the loops are correctly, but just super glue all of that in there so that it just won't come out. I think that's the best I can do with that together at the end. I don't even know if this is the right kind of wire I'm supposed to be using. If you know of any better wires to use, please let me know. I think that's good. I think this length is gonna work. Okay. Well, what do you guys think? I'm happy with that. That looks pretty good to me. I think I can fish that. Let's do it. Let's bend it a little bit closer in. That's gonna be it. All right, guys. So it looks like the glue has dried. So this bait is ready to be filled with super glue so that the grooves don't exist anymore. However, one problem is I don't have any baking soda. So I decided to use the next best thing, which is baby powder. We have plenty of those around here. So I'm gonna try it out to see if baby powder works. I hope it does, and if it does work, then I probably could fill all the holes in the wood of this bait too and make it perfect, right? Super glue does not want to mix with baby powder. This was a very big mistake. So baby powder doesn't work, so we're gonna have to use the next best thing, which is Coffee. Who doesn't like coffee? Everybody loves coffee. So we're gonna try filling it with coffee and see how that works out. We're good. Alright, time to fill the other side. I should probably work where you guys can see me actually do the work. But yeah, coffee on both sides. The gap has been filled. This super glue is really quick drying. Going to taste and smell like coffee under that water. Oh man, that's gonna be so great. We should call this the coffee lure. The coffee rattle trap. Right, so the duct tape is on, the design is completed. Can you guys guess what it says? Well, it says that. We are 300 of us now. Sage Army has grown to 300. Thank you so much for bringing me thus far, coming along with me on all my adventures and Skylar's adventures and Summer's adventures, and I absolutely love doing this together with you. So let's continue on with catching all the big fish, especially with this baby right here. You guys, it's the next day. I have to continue this project inside because the weather is pretty bad and cold outside, so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue this indoors. So this is what we have so far. I had to take away the outer coating of the plastic cement because it was really messing it up. So I went and bought the epoxy. I think this is going to work much better. So let's go ahead and finish the paint job, and then I'll be sealing this with the clear epoxy, 5-minute epoxy. It looks pretty good to me. I think it'll definitely catch fish for sure. Alright you guys, we are now at Almaden Lake. That's somewhere over there in that direction. We're at Almaden Lake. So let's see if our garbage can rod can catch fish. I mean, let's see if our 300 subscriber lure can catch a fish. Catch that dinner. Alright, first things first, we have to test whether or not this lure has any good movement. So we are going to test just right here in this water to see if this lure actually swims. Very first fishing sage lure, test number 1, cast number 1 on this garbage rod. I hope this goes well, you guys. But it's my very first lure. I can't really expect anything at all. Just hope that it won't break off. Okay. So, it is looking like a floating lure. It floats at the top. That is unintended. Unintended. There is no movement. No, this is not gonna work. Okay, so there's another option I have with this lure, which is to put some weight on this hook down here to see if that will make it sink enough to make it have some action. Let's do that. I had the 15-pound line and the weight that I used in order to tie like a weight on the bottom chin right here, hoping that this gives it a sink and a little bit of wobble as it sinks. But let's try it out into here, and it does. It sinks. Okay, let's go and test it out. The worst case scenario will be for this to get snagged on the bottom, so I'm reeling it in pretty quickly. That will be so bad. But it does have a wobble if I twitch it. So I will twitch it back on this cast. Alright, you guys. We now know what the weaknesses are. So I'm gonna go head back home, fix it, and then I come back out here to try again. There's nothing biting this right now because the movement is just not consistent enough. Let's go fix this. Alright, you guys, I'm at Vasona Lake. This is one day after the failure in our lure. So I'm at Vasona Lake today, and I fixed it, and it looks like that now. So it's a bit uglier than before, which is unfortunate, but you can still see the 300. And what I did with this is I actually added a little bit of weight on the lip side. So I super glued some lead on its mouth, and I made a little groove on the top here and made it flatter so that it could have a little bit more action. And I took off the feathers in the back hook to allow this to, you know, more freely wobble a little bit. That's what we have for now. Let's see if bass will actually bite this thing. I don't know how the fish in Vasona are feeling today. Hopefully they're in the biting mood. Catch that dinner. The other spot was too grassy, so hopefully this place. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Okay, so this reel sucks a lot. It just locked on me as I was casting. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my lure like this. Just completely locked on me. What the heck? Oh my gosh, I don't want to walk in there. My 300 lure. Oh, I only have one of these. Alright, I got the lure. We're just gonna retie this baby. There we go. That worked. Yes. Oh no, not again. Just locked on me. What the heck? Fish with this piece of junk. There we go, guys. No way. Oh my gosh, and I lost it. What? Guys, the bass took it and I lost him. I was so shocked. Right at the bank, right here too. The bass just took it. Okay, I know I have a chance now, so I'm gonna keep fishing with it. Wow, that makes me so happy. The bass just took it. Oh my gosh. Okay, hopefully he comes back. Let's do this. We now have a chance. Awesome, awesome. And a chance is all I need. A chance is all we need, guys. I hope something similar takes it again. No, it's a snag. No! You know what this means? This means we need to make another one. Oh my gosh. Do you not realize how hard it was to make this lure? Please bend the... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It broke off, you guys. It broke off. It's gone. It broke clean off. So yeah, these two episodes that I'll be making in the next few days is dedicated to you guys. You guys really deserve something to be created for you. I am so honored to be making videos for this channel and for you guys. So the first day has been hard. This episode is taking a lot of work out of me, and you know, fishing is never predictable. You never know what's going to happen. You really have to be flexible and willing to push on through, even if you encounter the hardest trials out there. And you know that about me. I've done many revenge fishings during our episodes, and today I'm going to have to do the same. So join me together on this journey of making the 300 subscribers video. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be extremely hard, but all of this is dedicated to you guys. Thank you so much for being part of the channel, and always remember to catch that dinner.